You closed the door behind me. Your hair was shorter then, curlier and lighter. Freckles met on your cheeks. It was before your smile turned closed mouth. We were 6. Told me last Saturday was a hard Saturday. Said your dad was drinking. Hands were around your sister's neck and she was crying. Your mom was drinking. I told you, my parents don't believe in alcohol. You were 9. Told me your dad has a ponytail. Told me you bought him his favorite cologne for Father's Day. Told me he wears a leather jacket. Told me he hit a deer with his car. You were 11. My parents are going to be in court for a couple of days because they're fighting over me, you said. You're lucky to be so loved, I thought. After court one day you told me I don't get to see my dad for a long time. I responded, you're lucky. I wish I didn't have to see my dad. You were 12, told me your dad's not invited to your bat mitzvah, told me he drank liquor out of the kiddush cup at your sister's, swore at guests. I didn't know what to say, just as I still don't, so I responded, yeah, sorry. We were out of town for that, but you got our check in the mail though, right? I was 7 when I sat in the backseat of your minivan. Your mother was angry. She sped around Burns Park Corner, screamed at your sister when she didn't know the address, stepped her foot on the brake, grabbed your sister's neck with impatient hands, her face in the middle, no control over which direction her head turned, thrashed from side to side. Idiot, I don't like bobbleheads anymore. Bitch, it was Halloween, a scream. You told me not to pay attention, a scream. I was 7, we'll start trick-or-treating soon, you said. A car door slam. I was wearing whiskers. Fuck, I was relieved when our cats died. I called from the backseat. I actually don't feel very well. Do you think you could just take me home? I sat in my seat and closed my eyes, terrified. I cried furiously, but as silent as I could. I bit my nails, but they wouldn't go any further. You whispered to me, it's okay. We once architected snow forts. Our hands were those of gods. Creating our igloo home however we envisioned it, we made all we needed in 3 hours. They say God took 6 days. Maybe she was being lazy or maybe meticulous, but it took us only 3 hours to find peace, and I know that counts for something. We extended our tongues out and tasted the sweetest mango January snowflakes had to offer. We didn't know how to say I love you, but we felt it for each other like tidal waves. You were 16. We chased swigs of alcohol with Hawaiian punch. I didn't like the bumpy route it took as it traced my throat. You said to me, I'm so happy we're finally doing this together. My response was a smile, but know that guilt swelled up in my stomach. Know that I haven't drank since. Last year, I got a phone call from a number I didn't recognize. Your voice on the other end told me the story of why you woke up in the hospital the morning after you kissed goodbye to the stars and night sky and prayed to God in shots of the same vodka that left the imprints of your father's hands around your sister's neck. I'm sorry you've seen hard days. I'm sorry I've never known how to hug you. I'm always scared my grip may be too tight. Hands haven't been good to you. Next time, if you let me, I'll wrap yours in mine. We will find snow. We will dwell in it. I'll hold you next time, gently.
Yeah.